Hello gamers and welcome back. Well, I guess Wuthering Waves. I'm trying to do more commentary like videos because I'm trying to keep a daily thing going over here. If you're wondering how I'm doing, look, I'm chilling. I'm just sitting back and chilling while you have Wuthering Waves in the background because the things we're talking about is Wuthering Waves. So, sit back, relax, enjoy the gameplay. Game is great and that's what we're talking about today. After playing this game, for what, 2-ish days, I thought it'd be just a fun idea to kind of bring out my opinions, my thoughts of how I think the game is going so far. Now, obviously, if you've been going around Twitter or you've been going around Reddit, there's been backlash and also positives about this game. Like, first of all, right, you have a bunch of lag spikes, and it also takes a very long time just to load into the game. They've been fixing it for ever since launch. They've been trying to fix it. They hear all of the chatter like, this game is unplayable, I'm teleporting from one place to another, I'm flying. And honestly, seeing those clips all over Twitter is just hilarious. Imagine Rover flying around. It's Superman at that point. Yes, I myself, I would say I have a decent PC. I have the game at the lowest settings because I just wanted to have the highest frames as possible, despite it only being capped at 60 FPS. Although I think I saw some way you can actually boost it up to 120. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep it at whatever they got. It's up to 60. I'm fine with it. Keep it capped. Despite all of that and lowering all of my settings to the lowest settings possible and windowed mode, what's still windowed full screen, I still get a lot of lag spikes. I still get random high pings, and it's super weird, right? I'm in Cali. I use American NA servers, and yet I'm still somehow reaching 999 ping, 600 ping, and then a constant around 100 or so ping. But it's like, where are these servers located? Is it the other way around the world? If you ever go on a trip, I'm going to use the Philippines for example because I am Filipino, but you go from one place to the Philippines, right? That takes what, 14 15 so hours, but when you come back from Philippines back to Cali, it is a shorter amount of time, despite you're going the same way. But in this case, I guess you're going a separate way. I always question, why can't we just go that same way if it's shorter? Or I use the same joke of, there's air traffic and there's birds in the way. Like, am I just going the opposite direction of where the servers are to get the most amount of ping possible? I have no idea, but I have been dealing with a lot of random high ping and lots of lag spikes, and also just stuck on the loading screen for who knows how long. So that's a big ick of the game so far. But for the most part, as I've been playing this game for hours on point, it's been pretty nice, right? It's pretty smooth like butter. No, I'm not using a BTS reference, but it's been pretty smooth for the most part, with some lag spikes every now and then. It's mostly when I log into the game that I deal with these heavy lag spikes, and one small tiny step for man and I am stuck in space still. I have not gone anywhere. I was moving along with that. Now, how is the story? The story so far, in the very beginning, I was intrigued with how you see all of the space thing wherever the heck we are, right? We feel like we are some very cool special person, which is how they interpret you to be, and then you fall in the water like Kingdom Hearts and Sora going all the way to the door to darkness or whatever. But after that, after you meet all the characters and you walk around, you fight the Crownless. I'm trying not to spoil the story, but this is the very beginning, so it's not too big of a deal. But I would say the very beginning of the story, it drags on. I get a little bored. I do understand for the most part of what's going on, but when it drags on for a long ass time, I'm kind of dozing off a little bit, and I lost a little bit of interest. But during the second half, before you have to turn to rank 14 in order to continue the story, it did get a little bit more interesting when Scar shows up, and I'm sure you heard that name around, and you probably saw a trailer before this game came out. The game got a little bit more interesting. I got a bit more intrigued. I stood up in my seat. I actually paid attention, opened my eyes. I didn't fall asleep or anything. I am still going through the story, but right now, the second half, I am a bit more intrigued. The first half out of 10, I would say probably a good 4.5 to 5. I would say 5 to 6, but I feel like that'd be a bit too generous. Second half, where you start meeting Scar, I would say I would bump it up to probably around maybe 6.5, right? Maybe 7. but since I haven't gone too much yet, I don't want to go that far. So story wise, because I do like a good old story in games, it's pretty decent. I don't have a problem with the story. Am I invested right now? A little bit, but I think it's too early to really say if I'm super invested in the story or not. So I'm just gonna say like I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet. As for the character designs, I really do like the character designs. I think it's just very beautiful. A lot of characters are cool, they're cute. I really do like the Rover. I really do like Rover's design. Rover's design just looks sick. A lot of people also say the female MC Rover has a thick cake, but I chose the dude, so it feels like a harem, so I can start kicking my feet like a high school girl all over again for BTS boys. Even though I was never really into I mean, I like K-pop, but like I'm not super big like a lot of people nowadays. I think the character designs are just sick. You look at Kalcharo, you immediately think Sephiroth, and then you find out that the Japanese dub voice actor is also the same for Sephiroth, which is just insane. They're not hiding it at that point. That's just Sephiroth, the one-winged angel. You have Arena, who looks great. Yeah, Jianshin, who looks great. I really wanted her, but then I heard she wasn't as great until the game came out, and now she's better than closed beta test, although still not super strong. She's still really good. Like they really boost her in like tier list rankings that I've seen. You have Ling Yang, who also looks good. Yin Lin, oh my god, mommy right there. Please step on me. But she looks amazing. Then you have the little encore. It looks adorable. Has that little yandere side with the tiger teeth going on. That's literally Taiga. But anyway, they all just look really great. And as for all the characters' personality that we met so far, they're very friendly. I heard in the original closed beta test that apparently a lot of the characters didn't like Rover. I don't know why. I didn't look into it back then just because I wanted to see the story for myself. And then I learned during closed beta test 2 to even release, everyone is more friendly. Like you see Jackson, I forgot her name, the red hair girl that you meet in the beginning of the game, not Yang Yang. She's very chirpy. She seems very all over the place, pretty energetic, working a part-time job. Yang Yang, it feels like a connection thing going on over there, but you know, that's just me that really enjoys watching drama, romance, animes. I know, lonely life over here. We out here crying. Then you'll meet Scar. I'm trying not to spoil too much, but he does become a little bit more interesting, and you do want to see more and learn more about him. So I can't wait to see more and learn more about him as the game goes by, or when I go through more of the story. As for the world, well, I go around the world. The world looks very nice, very beautiful. You have a place that's on fire, just like my life. You have a place that looks dead, just like my life. You also have those beautiful parts where I just feel like I'm in springtime in Japan, and you see all those sakura trees. Dude, it's just so beautiful. It's so nice. And what makes it even better is like when you move around, you can actually climb up walls instead of just, you know how Genshin when you climb, but it just takes forever and so slow. You can run up those walls. Like it's not even a glitch running up those walls, even though it uses quite a bit of stamina. It's so satisfying. It's so fast. I love it. I really didn't mind going around the entire world trying to find every beacon or waypoint. It was very nice to see the entire world. And then you have like fighting all those echoes, which is your artifacts that I sincerely love, because I do get a bit impatient and I just want to grind the game till I found out like you can just keep fighting, including the bosses. You can keep fighting, just get those echoes, and then even if you just wait there, like you like press pause. There was a time where like I paused and then I came back and then the boss respawned. I could have ran, but you know, Mama Ray's no bitch, so you know, I'm just gonna fight that anyway. I almost died, but you know, we're gaming out here, we don't die. I have Verena. Anyways, now I also want to talk about if this game is free to play friendly. Obviously this game just came out and there's a lot of rewards, including the pre-registration rewards and the reward for reaching 30 million pre-registers. So they're giving a lot of free stuff, right? I believe like 20 of like the event limited banner, so you can summon on an event character. They gave a lot of the lustrous tides, which is the standard banner. They just give so much. I think they gave 40 of the lustrous tide, so literally if you're trying to get your random 5-star, you just need 10, which I believe is also super easy to get. So there's like no way that you can't get your 5-star now compared to like the beginning of the game, where like if you're me, impatient, and you just want to play and you have horrible luck, you know, you have to do all those different methods that I made a separate video on. The only thing I'm worried about is in the future of how we're gonna get more asteroids, which is the premium currency to summon on banners. I am just a little worried about how we're gonna get more of those. I'm sure just like how Genshin and Honkai Star Rail have, where there's a certain event that you can do every month, every week. I'm sure there'll be something where you can grind those asteroids, but obviously these sort of games, they're not made so you can pull on every single banner. Technically you can, but let's be real, we're not going to be that lucky. So if somehow you're that lucky, please give me some of that luck. I beg of you. There's quite a bit of side quests, although I haven't seen everything. There's still quite a bit, and there's also a lot of chests you can get, so you could still rack up all of those free asteroids, and then obviously you have future events to look forward to. So I am a bit worried about future summons and how much I'm going to have to save and think about what characters I want to pull on. I'm just hoping it's not going to be that bad. I'm like, you know, Copium. I am hoping that they'll continue to give out more free stuff. I don't know why they gave out a lot of free stuff, just because of all of the technical difficulties that a lot of people are experiencing, or things that people are not satisfied with. Can we take advantage? Can we just give out the most randomest dissatisfaction? Like, I don't like the way these characters' shoes look. I hate it. And then you think they'll give us like free compensation of 10 lustrous tides? I really do hope so. And now for the big thing that really got me into this game, right? How is the combat system in this game? The way it works is it's just like a regular like RPG, MMORPG, right? You can attack, but the cool thing is that you can also switch. Now, the thing that the biggest turn on for me that made me come to this game was the ability of like how fast this game is. This game is pretty fast paced. If you ever played a game called Kingdom Hearts, I've always hungered for a game with similar combat like that. And I think this game has like the closest like fast-paced combat to Kingdom Hearts, which just makes this game even better. And besides that, you can also switch around with 3 characters, which is super cool, and they all have different skills and abilities. And this game, like the combat, is just amazing. I really do enjoy this. Now, if you've been following my channel, there is another game similar that I've played. It's called Sword Art Online Memory Defrag, with the whole switching system. So switching isn't super different to me, but I think in this game it's much more challenging. And obviously that other game I previously just mentioned, that's a 2D platformer type of game. This one is a 3D open world MMO type. It's a lot better. It is so much better, and I really do enjoy it. Although when you deal with the lag spikes, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, with the combat, that's the only turn off, because I would be fighting and then I'm stuck, and next thing I know, I'm on the ground suffering, submissive and breedable. Like, help me please, I have fallen and can't get up. I've also struggled a little bit with parrying. It is supposed to be simple. All you do is left click. That's it. That's all you have to do to parry. But sometimes while I'm in the middle of combat, and although I feel like I left click during the parry moments, it doesn't parry. So I think that's just skill issue, and please don't say that. I swear I can game. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it right, but I think like I'm just doing it at the wrong time. I'm doing it during like some sort of animation and they hit me, and that I just have to do better. Although there are a couple bugs during combat. There was a time where I was doing one of those boss challenges, and I just brought, I switched to Verena, and then all of a sudden I flew. Like I didn't even fly. I teleported somewhere like above, like a bit higher. I had to like come back down. Hopefully, like thankfully the boss didn't heal its HP, but that's some tomfoolery over there. Like I swear if that boss healed all of its HP back because of some random glitch where I just randomly teleported after switching. I don't remember if I plunged attack or not, but I would have been fuming. Speaking of boss challenges, how are how's the difficulty with these bosses? The bosses are actually super fun to fight against, and what makes it even better is as your world rank goes higher, the bosses are not only stronger, but I've also heard that they change their movement, their patterns, so it just becomes even more difficult, and that's just something to look forward to even more. I do like me a good challenge. I always thought, like, I'm using Kingdom Hearts for example, like Kingdom Hearts 2 or Kingdom Hearts 3, you have your data battles. I've always thought those were were like pretty difficult, and I sucked at those. But I am super excited to like take a challenge on Wuthering Waves. I think this time I'll be able to take the time to learn the move sets and do better. Maybe do no hit runs. That's something I want to do eventually. With my gaming skills, I'm pretty sure I'm going to suck. But the challenge in this game is just great. I really do enjoy the combat in this game and the challenge that it provides, and not only like bosses, but even just random tacit discords that you find around the world and whatnot. They're called tacit discords, right? I know they're just the enemies, but like, is it the elite enemies, or is it any enemy? I keep thinking it's like any enemy, but I could be wrong. Like I said, the story, yeah, I was kind of invested in the beginning, but you know, kind of dozed off. And as for the movement in this game, you know, we're seeing a lot of movement, not the movement we saw during Ninja's New Year's run, but the move, there's quite a bit of movement. I like the whole idea of you could backflip, you could run up the wall, you can even use a grapple if you want to. It's not intended to be part of battling, but you can actually use your grapple to go up in the air, go behind the enemy. I saw a video of someone using a level 1 character against a level 120 bear, and from what I've noticed about that battle was they use very little movement, but they also used a grapple to kind of go behind the giant bear. So this game is like, it's pretty strategical. You can't just do any move. You run out of stamina and then you're kind of screwed because you can't dodge an attack or whatnot. Like it has to be very technical and actually thought out of what you're dodging, why you're attacking, and that's something that we should be learning how to attack. Or you can go all in, Allahu Akbar, and just kind of attack everything. I don't know why I said that, but I did, and am I gonna regret it? Probably. Anyways, I think that's my rambling about how I feel about this game, just playing it for about a day. Now if I were to scale it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to put it, as of right now, probably a 7 out of 10, being a little bit generous because I really do enjoy the game's combat and the story isn't too bad, right? I do enjoy the story, but once they really fix the whole like lag issue, and I have no idea about the ping, like how far am I from the servers? Like if they can somehow, I don't know if that's them or if that's just me, do I have to move? Like I'll start moving in my little cardboard box outside of servers just so I can play. Once they fix that, and story, you know, we'll see how that goes. That can always change. I would ramp it up. I would even ramp it up once they fix all those issues to like a 9 out of 10, maybe a 10 out of 10. I don't know. This might be like my favorite mobile game in the future. We'll see. It's still too early though to really say it's like my most absolute favorite mobile game ever. Like I've played a lot of mobile games. I started in 2015 for gacha games. I want to say I played other mobile games before that, but it wasn't a gacha game. This one really brings a challenge, a lot of likable stuff and a lot of fun challenges. So you know, for now, as the game states, after like 2ish days of playing, I would give it a 7 out of 10. It could definitely wrap up to around the 9 to 10 mark spot for me personally. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this game. It's really fun. If you haven't played it or you're thinking about playing it, I highly recommend it. Although, you know, it is quite a bit of space, but it's not as big as like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail. You know, those are like 20 or so gigs on my phone, and I think this one, just because it just came out, it's not super high. I think, was it 16 or is it 8 gigabytes? I don't know, you can look it up. I'm not there to talk about that. I was only here to give all my thoughts about the game. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. I plan to do more Wuthering Waves content. I'll see you guys all again in the next video. Goodbye.